my drip, looking at your drip. Whoa, mommy, look at me. Oh, I'm killing it. Whoa, swinging side to side and I'm killing that. Whoa, damn, your girl so fine, but her breath is like whoa. She say she wanna dance, but she don't know how to. Whoa, I'm iced out. Ooh, looking like a star. Whoa, her name is Jenny. Ooh, bitch don't have no panties. Whoa.
Weather outside is frightful.
2 potatoes. Cut a circle. Boil for 30 minutes until they turn soft. Go through iced water. Then, my favorite way to mash a potato is using a garlic press. Mix mashed potatoes, glutinous rice flour, cornstarch or potato starch, salt and pepper. Knead the dough until smooth. Roll and cut into the shape you like. You can use a fork to press some pattern. Deep fry over medium heat for 5 minutes until they turn light golden. Then deep fry over high heat for 30 more seconds until they turn golden brown. Chili powder or ketchup.
Earring in the tongue and she know what it do, Make a name for herself and she do her shit well and know how to keep a business to herself. Come over anytime, nigga, call chick. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and she right there. And she know why she came here, and she know where her clothes supposed to be. Sniff a little coke, take a little X, smoke a little weed, drink a little bit. I need a girl I can freak with, and wanna try shit, and ain't scared of a big dick. Love to get a pussy lick, buy another bitch, cause I ain't drunk enough to do that.
Growing up, I never bought pasta sauce from the store because my mom taught me that homemade is healthier. So here's her 15-minute Alfredo pasta recipe. Boil your pasta and in a separate pan combine butter, garlic, basil, oregano, and some flour as a thickener. Next, add in your milk and cheese of choice as shown on the screen. I used Mott's and Parmesan. Finally, add in some pasta water to thicken your sauce. Add in your pasta and you're done. It's so easy, and that's why.
Sit by myself, talking to the moon.
Pull up the single turn up. Pull up the single turn up. Pull up the single turn up.
Hello, this is the greatest 20-minute ramen of your life. 2 shallots, peeled, fine diced, in 7 cloves garlic, fine chopped, 1-inch knob, ginger grated. Oh, little squishy. Pan, butter in, melt it, brown it, a little bit of corn in, salt to taste, stir till hot. That's a goddamn brown butter corn pot. A little bit of oil, heat medium high. Half pound ground pork in, sear till brown, mash that up. Oh yeah. Place to the side, oil, sesame oil, vegetables in, saute 2 minutes. 1 tablespoon of sugar, spicy chili crisp, add your meat back, 1/4 cup miso. Stir, 1.5 quarts of chicken stock, and 1 tablespoon of handashi. Once that starts to simmer, cut the heat. Water, boil, ramen in. Drain that broth. Your nudes, green onion, eggs, bing. Mama?
I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see that I'm a motherfucking B.I.M.B. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. No Cadillac, no perms, you can't see that I'm a motherfucking B.I.M.B. Now shorty, she in the club, she dancing for dollars. She got a thing for that Gucci, that Fendi, that Prada, that BCBG, Burberry, Dolce and Gabbana. She feed them fools fantasies, they pay her cause they want her. I spit a little G, man, and my gang got her. An hour later, had her ass up in the Ramada.
In my veins, I've been driving this train years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say, I don't push pause, no.
Let's make honey garlic chicken.
Salt and pepper, garlic powder.
We're going with thighs because it's going to have a lot more flavor.
We're gonna add our garlic. Now let's mix soy sauce, rice wine vinegar, honey, a big scoop of chili garlic sauce. Once our garlic becomes fragrant, we're gonna add our sauce. We're gonna give this a couple minutes to reduce down. You know, we need rice, some sauteed broccoli, now that lovely chicken, and toasted sesame seeds.
bagno bisciolo ite viene sempre baccalare del mano bene se ci picchia quando si è baccalare perché me oh mamma la 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 oh mamma la 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 mama dear come over here and see who's looking in my window.
I am completely obsessed with my air fryer, and yes, it's part of my personality trait now. So let me show you how to make my air fryer potato wedges. So I'm using russet potatoes, and we're just going to cut that down the middle and then cut those halves into either 3 or 4 wedges depending on the size of the potato. Put it in a little ice bath, let it soak for a bit, and then you pat those completely dry, and then add some avocado oil, and then I season. I use onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, pink Himalayan salt, freshly ground black pepper, and cornstarch. Then you're going to make sure that's all evenly mixed up and coated, and then we place it in our air fryer basket. The key here is not to overcrowd it. Once that's lined up, you're going to cook it. You just flip it halfway through, and then after that you top it with some parsley, and that's why.
Mix egg yolk with steamed rice to color the rice yellow like this. See golden color after cooked. Heat the oil, stir and scatter the left egg white. Add shrimp, carrots chops. Stir fry till the fragrance come out. Pour the yolk dyed rice and fry till all rice become dry and scattered. Add some sauce you like and stir well. Sprinkle the chopped green onion before serving.
Do you remember this from 2010? It's cheesy potato lumpia dipped in ketchup or mayo. Here's how you make them. Get 1 kilo of potatoes, peel and chop into chunks. Boil them with salt and a few pieces of garlic until soft or fork tender. Drain and let sit for 5 minutes before mashing with a fork or a ricer. Add flour, milk, salt, pepper, and eggs, then break the yolks with a fork before mixing thoroughly. We're making 2 versions, one with cheese inside and one rolled in powdered cheese. Wrap the potato mixture in spring rolls like this and make sure it's tight so the potatoes won't leak into the oil. Fry in medium-high heat until golden brown and drain. Get some powdered cheese and roll the lumpia until completely covered. For the dip, we mix mayo, salt, garlic, parsley, and lemon juice.
Here's how I make my everyday ramen. It's not my own recipe, but a lot of people have asked me to show it. Start with 2 cups of water. I like to use hot, and let that come to a rolling boil. While you're waiting for that to boil, you can prep your ingredients. 1 tablespoon of butter, light brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of brown sugar or 4 tablespoons. It might look like a lot of brown sugar, but trust me, the soy sauce is really high in salt. You can use any ramen, but just don't use the packet. Now add your noodles.
3 tablespoons of soy sauce. And then you're gonna need 1 tablespoon of garlic, or you could put less. Crushed red pepper to taste. I like my noodles pretty soft, so I cook them for about 10 to 12 minutes. The sauce takes about 3 minutes to cook. The time when you want to start the sauce around your noodles. It's done now, and you can add your noodles. You don't want to keep the water from the noodles. And then mix that together. Add it into a bowl. I like to add green onion on the top. And now you can enjoy.
Cheesy Korean tteokbokki.
My mother-in-law called me this morning and said our son is starting to look a lot like my ex-boyfriend. To be fair, my ex-boyfriend did have blonde hair and blue eyes, but that is absolutely ridiculous that she'd ask me that. She is demanding that I get a paternity test, but I just don't think there's any reason to do that, so I'm not gonna do it. She said she hasn't brought it up to my fiance yet, but she's going to tonight. I'm a little bit worried about what my fiance's gonna think, but I'll keep you guys updated.
Season chicken with salt, pepper, garlic powder, and oregano. Cook chicken breasts 5 to 7 minutes on each side in 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. Remove from pan and add 3 tablespoons of butter. Melt butter, then add 3 cloves minced garlic. Add cherry or grape tomatoes. Mushrooms are optional. Season with salt and pepper. Cook until tomatoes start to burst and mash. Add 3 cups spinach. Add 1 cup heavy whipping cream and 1/4 cup grated Parmesan. Cook for 3 minutes. Add chicken back to pan and cook until warm throughout that 5 minutes.
Noodles and then just kind of stir them around in the sauce. Crack an egg in the...
This ramen recipe has been blowing up on TikTok and it's just too interesting not to try. First, heat up your ramen. As that's going, heat up a stick of butter. Chopped up a bunch of garlic, about a few cloves. I didn't measure this, I just added a bunch of soy sauce, which was my demise. I didn't have chili flakes, so I used sriracha sauce. Then add in some brown sugar, and I should have probably added more. Add in some ramen water. Now bring the ramen into the sauce. I also added in more ramen water. Let the ramen emulsify with the sauce, and then crack an egg in there. Turn off the heat and stir, stir, stir. I didn't have everything bagel seasoning, so I used seaweed and scallions as my toppings. Let's see how it goes. I ended up adding way too much soy sauce, which made it too salty. I think with less soy sauce, it could have been really good.
This is the best way to eat squid. Hot, crispy, and tastes as grand as it looks. Crispy fried butterfly squid is best served with seasoned vinegar. Combine half an onion, 3 pieces of calamansi, 1 chili, finely diced cucumber in a bowl with salt, sugar, ground pepper, and 1/8 cup of hot water to dissolve plus 1/4 cup of vinegar. For the batter station, make a dry mix with equal parts flour and cornstarch, then season with salt, pepper, and paprika. Reserve half a cup and whisk with an egg and water to make a very loose wet batter. Clean the squid by washing and removing the insides and the pen, or what others call the backbone. Slice it like so, then remove the beak from the tentacles. Skewer with 2 sticks for better control than with only 1. Coat the squid in the flour mixture, making sure it's fully covered, then drop in the wet batter and back to the flour mixture, doing this pressing technique. Fry the squid over medium-high heat until both sides are golden brown, then drain on a strainer or paper towels. Enjoy!
I'm your mom now, and I'm teaching you how to cook what you got at home. 2 tablespoons of oil, get it nice and hot, and then chop and peel potatoes. Now set them there and don't mix, don't do it. Okay, after about 5 minutes, you can give it one nice little mix, and then once you see some browning on the bottom, you can stir again. This is going to ensure that we don't get mushy potatoes. So now that they're about cooked, you're going to add in seasonings. Whatever you got at home's fine, but this is what I'm using. Add whatever you got at home, eggs, beans, chorizo, put in a tortilla, and you're done.
Come with me on a cooking journey called throw a bunch of shit in a pot and hope it tastes good. Citrusy garlic spices slap. Pepper. Salt. I cannot stress enough how much I don't know what I'm doing, and I never measure anything. Garlic. Green peppies. It looks okay. Steamy. Tomatoes, and probably a bucket of kale. I love stabbing. More season, please. chunk of butter to make it keto. Okay, looking sexier by the minute. Still tasted bland as fuck, so had to dump spices in. Can't go easy on chili flakes. One more shake. Damn! And that's how you make enough food for 2 weeks with $8.
I'm an island boy. I'm just trying to make it. And I'm an island boy. I'ma keep it.
Flour and some bacon grease, make a roux. Keep stirring till it's the color of boo. Now it's time to add the Holy Trinity. That's onion, bell pepper, and some celery. Cut up chicken thigh, cut up some andouille. Dark meat, cause white meat be dry and chewy. Cover it with stock, I use shrimp and chicken. Tweak the recipe, don't be scared to do something different. Now just let it simmer, should be done by dinner. If it's thick, add some water, that'll make it thinner. Yeah, add your shrimp in at the last minute. If you got it, why not throw a little crab in it? Yeah, and serve, yeah, and serve, yeah, and serve.
I'm making a super simple crock pot recipe, so spray your crock pot or line it, add some chicken, and then you're gonna add a full bottle of beat up garlic parmesan sauce. Then you're gonna fill that up with either whole milk or heavy whipping cream, shake that up, and add it back into the crock pot. Then you're gonna cube up a block of cream cheese and add that to the crock pot. And then add about a cup of Parmesan cheese, and then you're gonna cook that on low for 8 hours or high for 4 hours. And once your chicken's done, you're gonna shred it. And while you're shredding your chicken, go ahead and cook whatever kind of pasta you like. I use penne pasta. And then add the cooked pasta back into the sauce and mix it all up together. And then you are gonna top it with some grated Parmesan cheese. And then you're done, and it's a very simple and delicious crock pot recipe.
Baked brie is a necessity for fall and winter. You cannot convince me otherwise. I mean, it's just so warm and comforting, and you can really choose any toppings you like. We decided to crush up some pistachios, add some honey and red pepper flakes along with some thyme. Then we drizzled French bread with olive oil and topped with flaky sea salt. Once those were out of the oven, we scored 2 things of Supreme's brie cheese, and seriously, if you're looking for the creamiest brie out there, this is it. We topped them with our pistachio honey mixture and decided to add a little extra drizzle of honey because you can never have too much. We also gave it a nice good drizzle of olive oil and topped 2 sprigs of thyme on top of each cheese. Bake until melted and enjoy because
mine or McDonald's. Season till your pinky goes numb. Whisk, whisk, whisk. So juicy. Follow for full recipe.
Easy recipes for kids.
This is how Burger King chicken are cooked. Put chicken in flour. Then put chicken in batter. Mix it, mix it, mix it.
They don't bring nothing to the table, but they be looking for sympathy. They be having their hand up, but never
Put chicken back in flour.
know a couple niggas that I switched up and turned right to my enemy.
Mix flour again.
Just me and my twin in them. That's why just me and my twin in them.
Put chicken in fryer. Set timer for chicken. Ta-da!
Alright, we making honey, garlic, lemon pepper, chicken thighs. Let's get into it. Alright, for our spices, we have lemon pepper, kosher salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, smoked paprika. Then we're gonna mix our spices with olive oil, add onto our chicken thighs, make sure it's fully coated. Then we're gonna let it marinate for a couple hours. When it's time to bake, we're gonna bake on 30 minutes on one side, 20 minutes on the other. While that's baking, we're gonna make our sauce. We're gonna have butter, minced garlic, add in our honey, water, soy sauce, lemon juice, fresh slices of lemon. And once that's done simmering, we're gonna add it onto our thighs. Make sure it's fully coated on our thighs. Then we're gonna stick it back in the oven to caramelize for a few minutes. And then here you have it. Honey, garlic, lemon pepper, chicken thighs. Hope you all try this. Hope you all enjoy.
I like to call this steak the special occasion steak. But considering how often I've been making it, I've had to make up a few special occasions. For example, tonight is the 1-year anniversary of my mother's colonoscopy. Go her! Here are the 3 tips I wish someone had told me when I made my very first steak. Number 1, the marbling. While ratings like prime, choice, or select can be useful in determining what steak to buy, the best judge is your own eyes. The more of the little white lines throughout the steak there are, the tastier it's going to taste. Number 2, the internet is full of wacky and possibly dangerous techniques for figuring out when your steak is done. My tip, just buy a thermometer. You'll never mess up a steak with a thermometer, whether you like it at the juicy medium rare of 120 degrees or the tasteless well done of 160. And finally, keep it simple, stupid. That applies with sides, marinades, or sauces. A good steak should stand by itself, basted with some butter and herbs. The sides should complement the flavors. I made fingerling potatoes and asparagus today, but honestly, the steak is so delicious, I could eat it by itself.
Start with a stick of butter. Try that again. We start with a stick of butter. Piece of shit. Come on. Why you gotta play me like that? And garlic bread would imply garlic, and here's, I don't know, about 6 cloves. Need about a half a cup of Parmesan cheese and about the same of chopped parsley. Of course, a nice pinch of salt and pepper and a little splooch. Boop. Tablespoon of olive oil, and we mix. Get the bread happening. It's a French loaf, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we grab our garlic butter, and we're gonna spread this on. Incroyable. You get a baking sheet with a rack on it. Now this is gonna go into the oven at 4 1/4, 6-7 minutes, and here we are. Here's how this goes down. We have our marinara here, and on we go. Oh shit. Oh shit, son. All right, now I've got some cheese here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the pepperoni. Now I'm just gonna give it just a little extra cheese on top. That's all, nothing crazy. The oven's still at 4 1/4, and in it goes probably 10 minutes. Let's have a look.